Okay guys, I'm gonna do this tutorial because I am going to be sharing templates for kids and teens so that you can create your own kids and teens. Okay, this is a transfer, so because it is a transfer and I have not do the conform for the dress, you can see those poke through in the shoulders. Okay, now we're gonna go to character creator, which is the tool to create avatars. And this is the avatar, okay? I had to do a lot of fixes because this is a kid, and since it is a kid like a 7-year-old maybe or a 10-year-old, and it's not as tall as an adult, when you make it smaller, what's going to happen is you're going to have some deformation in the eyes, some deformation in the teeth and the tongue. They're not going to be in the place they're supposed to be. The eyes, when you transfer the avatar into Iclone, even if the avatar looks really great, which this one looked really great because their eyes are rounder than the eyes of an adult. But for this avatar, you can see the eyes are a little bit more like an adult. Yeah, you know, the reason why is because you have to do those fixes. Why do you have to do those fixes? Okay, I'm going to show you because when you are in Iclone, you transfer the avatar and you close the eyes of the avatar. So let us go to the animation tab, which is on the right hand panel, the second icon, which is the animation. We're going to open the face puppet, okay, this one, extra close eyes, okay, and we're gonna choose this one that close the eyes. And when we close the eyes, you can see the eyes of the avatar are entirely closed. If you don't fix the eyes, when you close the eyes of the avatars, they are gonna be a little bit open on the bottom. And when that happens, you don't want that to happen, because if the avatar is sleeping, it's gonna look like it's not entirely asleep. You know, it's gonna look like if it's half awake. So when we do those fixes, you know, because even if I choose the eyelids right here, and then I try to close the eyes, they won't close. Okay, that's the problem. They won't close all the way down. Okay, right here they are doing it because I already fixed the eyelids, but I'm saying that if I didn't fix the eyelids, they would not close at all, and that would be horrible. The avatar is not gonna look okay. Okay, so I'm doing those fixes for you, and I'm gonna be sharing them as templates so that you can create your own kits. Let me go back right here, and okay, just because I want to try something else. Okay, okay, there you go. You see, so even if you are pressing, you know, the button of the mouse, they're going to be closing, you know, entirely. You see, and that's what you want. Okay, you want the eyes of the avatar to close entirely. All right, we're going to go back to character creator. I'm going to show you where to do the fixes, okay, because I'm going to be sharing the templates, and I'm going to share this template already for you because I already fixed it. I fixed the mouse, the mouth, which you know, when you are moving the mouth around, especially when the avatar is smiling, the teeth are poking out of the lips, you know, and it looks horrible. So I fixed that already. So if the avatar is smiling, and even if you exaggerate the gesture, you put it all the way to 3, I think that's the value that you can get in Iclone. Let me see. Um, if you go all the way to 3, because it's at 1, that's by default, yeah, it's to 3, then it's going to be all right, because even if it's exaggerated to the highest value that you can get, it's still going to look good. Okay, going back to character creator right here, I'm going to show you where to do the fixes. First of all, we're going to go to the right hand panel, and we're going to choose the morph tab, which would be the third icon from left to right. Okay, and it's in yellow right here, or yellowish green, and you're gonna type on the search. Make sure the actor is selected. Okay, right here the actor is highlighted in black, so make sure the actor is selected, and then on the search you're gonna be typing eyelid. Okay, so right here on the search you're gonna type eyelid, actor has to be selected, and once you type eyelid, if you have the sliders, I wanna make this clear. If you have the sliders, it's gonna show all the sliders for the eyelid. If you don't have the sliders that I'm gonna mention here right now, you're not gonna find them. Okay, I just want to let you know that you need to have the pack, okay, for these kinds of more. Okay, so the first change is the eyelid upper inner right. That's the first change you have to do, and we're gonna choose a value of 35. And the reason why you do that is because if you can see in the figure, it's gonna change the inner part of the upper part of the eye. Okay, and then you're gonna do another change in the eyelid upper outer height. Okay, and the values that I chose are 35. I think those are the values that are more decent for this avatar. Okay, so we're gonna be changing the upper part, the inner part, and then we're gonna be changing the outer part, and we're gonna change the middle, okay, as well. And I chose the values of 35 for the inner, and for the outer I chose 35. Now we're gonna go down, and we're gonna change also the eyelid lower height. Okay, the eyelid lower is this one right here, and the height we're gonna make it a little bit to the top. Okay, so it's gonna go up, okay, a little bit more, and that's the reason why the kid is gonna lose the roundness of the eye. Okay, it's gonna lose that, and it's gonna look more like the eyes of an adult. And this one, unfortunately, that's the only way to do the fixes. I don't know if you know any other fixes. That'd be great. You know, if you don't have to change the roundness of the eye, that's great. You know, because then it's gonna look more like a kid. Okay. So, anyways, so we're gonna change those three, and then the last one, which is the one in the middle that I told you about, we're gonna change this one, which is the eyelid top flat. Okay, I'm gonna go back. The eyelid right here, top flat, which is the one in the middle, and I chose a value of 25. All right, and then we're gonna do another change, and for the other change we're gonna type eyeball, and the eyeball we're gonna be changing the eyeball width. And what's that gonna do? Okay, the eyeball width is gonna move the iris of the eyes, you know, left, right, depending on how much the value you put. Because this one, when I created the avatar, the eyes were like cross eyes, okay, and they don't look that much in Character Creator, but once you transfer that into Iclone, it looks like if it had cross eyes, and that the only way to fix that is by moving the eyeball width. Okay, so we're gonna move the eyeball width for both eyes, and that's the one we want to choose, eyeball width, and I chose a value of 50. And then since the left eye, which is my right eye is the left eye of the avatar, the left eye looked a little bit cross-eyed again, you know, like a little bit more to the center. And let me show you, I chose a value of 50 as well. I'm gonna take that value to the default value, which is 0, and let me show you what's gonna happen. Okay, so look at the left eye. You see, it looks a little bit more to the center. It doesn't look like it's normal, you know, so we're gonna put the value back to 50. Just gonna move it, there you go. So once that's done, the eyes are fixed. So remember, you're gonna have to type eyelid, that's the first one, then you're gonna have to type eyeball, which is the second one, and then in regards to the mouth you're gonna have to change the depth of the mouth. Okay, let me show you the mouth of the avatar. Wait, let me see, right here. Okay, the mouth of the avatar, it looks like it's normal, and if you are, you know, when you create the avatar and the mouth is closed, it's gonna look normal. But once you transfer that into Iclone, and if you do a smile and then you exaggerate the smile, the teeth are gonna be poking out. Okay, and you don't want that to happen because it looks horrible. It looks like a zombie, so you don't want that. And you are gonna go again to the morph tab, which is on the right hand panel, the third icon from left to right, and you are gonna choose actor again, highlight actor, teeth, and it's gonna be the teeth depth. Okay, so we're gonna go find the teeth depth, or you can type teeth depth. Okay, and if you can see the teeth, the upper and the lower, let me see, that's the upper and the lower. Okay, The upper and the lower depth of the teeth, I put in a value of 20. And what that's gonna do is gonna push the teeth back, okay, to the back of the mouth. Or the lips, okay? That's what's gonna do. It's gonna push them back. But you don't wanna push them very far back, because if you do that, then it's gonna overlap the tongue, and you don't want that to happen, okay? So let me open the mouth again, and let me go to the Morph tab. And I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen if I put a value of, I'm gonna put 100 also for the lower teeth. You see what happened? So you don't want that to happen, okay? You also don't want to put a big value, okay? So once you do like something like 20 is the best, I think, and then it's going to be fine. So if you transfer that into Iclone and then you make the avatar smile, it's going to be fine. The smile is going to be fine. It's not going to have any problems. So this is the avatar already transferred. Let me choose the mouth over here, and we're gonna choose this gesture right here, okay? And you see that the lips and the teeth are in the right place, okay? No problem. Now we're gonna choose one of the personas, that I think that's what they call, you know. We're gonna choose Jimmy, because Jimmy it's a character that has exaggerated movements, and we're gonna choose happy face, okay? Happy, let's see. Well, actually, smiley is a smiley. Okay, we want smiley. Oh, but we don't want rotation of the face. Okay. Oh my gosh, he's not doing the face. Okay, we're gonna choose, let me see, happy. I think this one is a happy one. Oh no, I don't like when that happens. Okay, and now I'm gonna exaggerate this to all that it can give me. The teeth are not poking through, okay? They're not poking out, so that's good. All right, we do have mouth, like right here. We have many different kinds of mouth. Mouth open, mouth close. Let me see the mouth close. Yeah, actually, well, these are different kinds of gestures. Like if you're doing this kind of gesture, let me see, I'm gonna put it all the way up to the maximum value. And the teeth are not poking, because usually the teeth, they used to poke through, okay, through the lips, and you don't want that to happen. So anyways, I'm going to be sharing this as a template, okay, and then you can do any modifications, you know, for the I'm not going to say for the eyes, because the eyes, you know, are already fixed. But if you want to modify the eyes, you can make it like an Oriental or an Asian girl, you know, with slit eyes, and you can do that, okay. And just try not to do so much of a morph per se, because if you do that, then you may lose. Sometimes the eyes poke out, okay, they poke through, and when that happens, it's not gonna look good. You're gonna have to fix them. But I already show you where to do the fixes. The eyeball, you would have to move it back and forth, okay. Anyways, this is a kit, as you can see, and that's what you want. You want a kit. This avatar is already been fixed for you. All right, I showed a video in which I showed this avatar with the eyes. They look just great, you know. Unfortunately, I had to modify the eyes so that they were not poking through, and I had to modify the teeth, you know. Even though the teeth, they doesn't really matter, you know, because it's not like we're changing actually the teeth, we're just moving them back and forth. Yeah, and that's everything I have to do in regards to fixes, because I'm going to be sharing those templates for kids and teens, and now you know where to find those fixes, you know, if in case that you have problems with the eyes and the mouth. So I'm going to recommend you to transfer the avatar after you finish doing it with a template. Just modify the template, modify the face, and the mouth and the nose, whatever, just to make a different kind of face. And then transfer that into Iclone and start doing all these kinds of gestures and try to exaggerate to the maximum, just to make sure that the teeth, especially the teeth and the tongue, they're not poking out or poking through, the mesh of the lips, or the mesh of the tongue, of the teeth, in case it's the tongue. And just try to do that, okay? And hopefully, you won't have to spend hours doing the fixes. And with this, I finish this tutorial. Thank you.